Let me tell you something you probably don't want to hear, but you need to hear it. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is sitting around thinking about how to fix your life. Everyone is busy dealing with their own problems, their own stress, their own challenges. Waiting for someone to help you is not just a waste of time. It's also giving away control of your life. You're letting other people decide when you move forward. You're letting situations decide when you succeed. You're putting your future in someone else's hands. And here's the truth. If you want real change in your life, you have to take control. You have to stop waiting. You have to start doing. I know this sounds harsh. I know it feels uncomfortable, but staying comfortable is exactly what keeps people stuck. Comfortable lies feel better than uncomfortable truths. But comfortable lies don't change your life. Only uncomfortable truths do. This is Fluent English with Radio, a place where you can learn English, grow as a person, and overcome challenges, finding motivation to move forward every day. Sometimes we share uncomfortable truths, but these are exactly what you need to become the best version of yourself. So today I want to talk to you about 7 hard truths. These are things that many people try to ignore because they are not easy to face. But once you understand them and apply them, will help you stop waiting and start living actively. If you are tired of staying stuck and waiting for things to change, this video is for you. If you want to take control of your life instead of just hoping, keep watching. By the end, you will know how to stop waiting for help and start creating the life you want. Let's begin. Truth 1. Don't wait for someone to save you. Nobody's coming. This is the hardest truth to accept, but also the most important. If you keep waiting for someone to solve your problems, you will stay stuck forever. Nobody is free to carry your life for you. Your friends have their own lives to manage. Your family has their own problems to deal with. Your co-workers have their own pressure and stress. Society doesn't owe you anything. So why would anyone come to help you? The ability to save yourself is the most important survival skill of strong people. Waiting for help equals staying still. When you wait for others to help you, several things happen. You don't take action. You don't move forward. You don't change. You let hope control your life instead of controlling it yourself. Waiting keeps you in one place. Taking action moves you forward. Strong people do not wait for someone to save them. They take care of themselves and find their own way out. The people who change their lives the fastest have something in common. They don't sit around waiting. They don't complain. They don't blame others. They don't hope someone will come help me someday. Instead, they actively look for solutions themselves. They take responsibility. They take control. Waiting doesn't work because others don't fully understand your trouble. They can listen or feel sorry, but they cannot carry your problems or fix your life. Relying on them only leads to disappointment. There is a simple idea you should understand. When you expect too much, you feel disappointed. The more you expect someone to help you, the more it hurts when they don't. Expectations are like small pictures in your mind, and these pictures can break easily. This is something many people learn in life. But here's the powerful opposite side. When you take action, you feel strong. When you do things by yourself, many good things happen. You control the result. You don't need other people so much. You worry less. You feel stronger every day. Taking action is where real confidence begins. Let me give you a real example. Think about someone who's unemployed and waiting for the perfect job. They wait for their dream company. They wait for their dream salary. They wait for their dream work environment. The result? They sit at home for 6 months, sometimes a year, sometimes longer. As a result, after waiting for a long time, like 6 months or 1 year, they are still unemployed and stuck. Now compare this to someone who takes action. They grow in many ways. They learn new skills, update their CV, do short-term jobs, and work on small personal projects. Each day, they send applications and gain extra experience through freelance work. Step by step, they find a job faster because they keep moving instead of waiting. This is why waiting is not useful. Waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect time, or waiting for someone to open a door for you. None of that moves you forward. The only thing that truly works is taking the first step by yourself. The moment you accept that nobody is coming, you become free. Free to act, free to decide, free to change. And that freedom, that power to shape your own life is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Your life doesn't change just because someone helps you. Real change happens when you decide to act on your own. Other people can't live your life for you, and they can't build the future you want. The problems you face are also yours to solve, not theirs. That's what you need to understand. Truth 2. Self-reliance is the most important survival skill. If you don't know how to take care of yourself, life will crush you. That's not a motivational quote. That's reality. A person who cannot stand on their own, solve their own problems, or rise again after falling will quickly start to rely on others for everything. And when your strength depends on someone else, you become easy to hurt and easy to control. Society operates on reality, not on emotions. Whoever is weak gets pushed to the side. Whoever is dependent gets controlled. That's just how it works. When you learn how to look after yourself, the fear of losing people becomes smaller. Being able to stand on your own, fix your own problems, and heal after a bad moment changes something deep inside. Bit by bit, the fear starts to disappear. You're not afraid of losing your partner. You're not afraid of losing your friends. You're not afraid of losing your job. You're not afraid of betrayal. Why? The reason is simple. Your balance no longer comes from others. It comes from you, from your own skills and your own strength to deal with whatever happens next. Self-reliance gives you real freedom. Let me make this simple. Some things in life must be done by you. No one else can take your place in these moments. First, learn to manage your own money. No one will do it for you. If you spend badly or run out of money, you face the problems alone. Learn to save, plan your spending, and grow your money a little. This is your responsibility, not someone else's. Second, teach yourself. Nobody learns for you. Nobody gives you skills as a gift. If you want to be good at something, you have to teach yourself. You have to read. You have to practice. You have to study. Nobody can put knowledge into your brain. You have to do that work yourself. Third, fix your own mistakes. Nobody takes responsibility for you. If you make a mistake, you have to fix it. If you fall, you have to get back up. Nobody else can clean up your mess. That's your job. And the last thing is that standing up when you fall. Other people can comfort you. They can give you kind words. They can feel sorry for you. But getting back up, that's your work. Life doesn't pull you up. You have to climb up yourself. Nobody can do it for you. There is one thing I want you to keep in mind. Being self-reliant is not the same as being lonely. It does not mean never asking for help or avoiding people. It means you can take care of yourself when needed. You can still have friends and support, but your strength comes from what you can do on your own. When you're self-reliant, you connect with people from a position of strength, not from desperation. You build relationships because you want to, not because you need to, and that makes all the difference. Moreover, self-reliance is not about being cold or independent in a negative way. It's the only way to avoid being crushed by life. It's the foundation of a strong life. Without it, you're vulnerable. With it, you're free. Truth 3. Being proactive creates change. Waiting creates illusion. Your life changes when you take action, not when you just hope. Thinking, dreaming, or wishing won't make a difference. Saying, "I hope things get better," does nothing. Only when you start doing something, even something very small, does your life begin to change. Action creates real results. Waiting and hoping only creates illusions. Think about this. You need to set your own goals. Nobody will do it for you. Without goals, you move but do not know where you are going. If you do not have direction, you usually end up nowhere. Being proactive means you open your own path. You don't wait for a path or for someone to guide you. You act and create your direction. You also need to find opportunities. They won't come by themselves. And while you wait, others are already taking them. Another important point is to improve a little every day. You do not have to do a lot. Just do something small every day. Small improvements every day add up to big results over time. Big changes come from small steps taken consistently, not from one giant leap, not from one perfect day, but from showing up, even in small ways, every single day. I have a clear example for you. Think about someone who waits for motivation before they act. They only do things when they feel like it, but motivation is rare. Most days they avoid hard work and stay in the same place, year after year, still waiting to feel ready. Now think of someone who acts even without motivation. They rely on doing, not on feelings. Even when tired, they do a little. That little adds up. They keep moving forward while others wait. Small steps need no motivation, but still bring real results. That's the secret. The gap between success and failure is not talent, luck, or smarts. It is the choice to act even when scared, tired, or unsure. It is the courage to begin without all the answers. Successful people act. Unsuccessful people wait. That is the main difference. What are you doing? Are you taking action, even a little, or are you waiting for a perfect moment that will never come? The choice is yours. Remember, your life moves only when you start. No one else can do it for you. Here's what you need to understand. Waiting is just hidden procrastination. Saying, "I'll wait for the right time," means I'm scared to start. Saying, "I'll wait until I feel ready," means I'm making excuses. Only taking action brings real change. It means accepting responsibility and starting even without perfect conditions or perfect feelings. Truth 4. Don't wait for your emotions to give permission. Act first. Emotions follow. Emotions can be a barrier for you. Discipline is what pushes you forward. Your emotions change all the time. Sometimes you feel motivated. Sometimes you feel lazy. Sometimes you feel scared. Sometimes you feel discouraged. Emotions are unreliable. They betray you constantly. If you let emotions make decisions for you, your actions become weak or stop completely. You begin something and then leave it unfinished. One day you feel full of energy, and the next day you stop trying. Feelings work like this because they are made to protect you, not to help you move forward or improve. Emotions like comfort and avoid challenges. They want what is easy and familiar. If you let emotions lead, they will keep you from growing. They will tell you to stop, stay safe, and avoid hard things. That's why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't depend on, do I feel like it or not? It depends on principles and commitments. Discipline pulls you in the right direction regardless of your mood. That's real power. Some things cannot wait for feelings. For example, don't wait to feel like studying. If you wait for motivation, most days you won't study. Successful learners study even when they don't want to. They do it because they promise themselves, not because they feel excited. Second, don't wait to feel confident before you start. Confidence doesn't come first. Confidence comes after you start. Everyone feels nervous when they begin something new. Everyone doubts themselves at the beginning. Only people who start despite the fear eventually become confident. Third, don't wait until everything feels right before you act. There is no day when everything is 100% perfect. Sometimes you're tired, sometimes you're worried, sometimes you're sad. If you wait for a day when you feel completely ready, you will never start. Let me give you a practical example. Imagine someone wants to start exercising. They tell themselves, I'll start when I feel more energetic. But here's the problem. They never feel energetic because they don't exercise. Exercise creates energy. It doesn't require energy. So they wait and wait and wait. Months pass. Still waiting to feel energetic enough. Still not exercising. Still tired. The cycle continues forever. Now think of someone who acts differently. They feel tired or lazy, but still go for a 10-minute walk. After the walk, they feel better. Action comes first. Feelings come after. Waiting for feelings may stop you from starting. Please remember clearly that your emotions will never tell you to do hard things. Never. They will always suggest the easy and comfortable path. But real growth comes from doing hard things even when you don't feel like it. So stop asking yourself, do I feel like doing this? Start asking yourself, is this what I committed to do? If yes, do it, regardless of how you feel. That's discipline. That's how strong people operate. Your emotions are passengers in your life, but you are the driver. Don't let passengers control the car. You decide where the car goes. Emotions can complain in the back seat all they want, but they don't get to steer. You do. Truth 5. To get stronger, remove what makes you weak. Most people think getting better means adding more new habits, more new skills, more new goals. But the reality is different. What pulls you down is not a lack of good habits. It's too many bad habits. Just by removing toxic things from your life, your energy automatically increases. Your mind automatically becomes clearer. Your life automatically becomes lighter. Sometimes less is more powerful than more. Let me tell you the things you should let go of. First, stop comparing yourself with other people. This habit slowly breaks your confidence. No one has the same life as you. Their path is different. Their situation is different. and they started in a different place. When you compare, you look at your real life and their best moments only, and that is not fair to yourself. Next, stop blaming others. When you say everything is someone else's fault, you give them control over your life. But when you accept your part and take responsibility, you take that control back. Having responsibility gives you strength. Third, stop complaining. Complaining helps you release stress for 10 seconds, but it makes you tired for 10 days. Why? Because negative energy comes back to hurt you. Complaining creates a negative mindset. That mindset affects everything you do. It makes everything harder. Another thing to remove is delaying your tasks. Telling yourself that you will do it tomorrow often leads to failure before you even begin. Every delay pushes you further away from your goals. Waiting is not harmless. It is moving in the wrong direction. And the last, stop consuming toxic content, drama, toxic quotes, addictive content, endless entertainment videos, gossip, negativity. All of these make you distracted and weak. They fill your mind with garbage. They waste your time. They drain your energy. Think about your daily routine. How much time do you spend on things that make you weaker? Social media scrolling, watching drama, reading negative news, gossiping, complaining with friends. All of these activities take energy from you and give nothing valuable back. Now imagine if you removed just half of those activities, what would happen? You'd have more time, more energy, more mental clarity, more focus. You'd automatically become stronger without even adding anything new. Most people forget that energy is limited. Each day you only have so much mental and emotional power. If you waste it on toxic things, there is nothing left for learning, growing, or building your future. But when you protect your energy by removing toxic habits, suddenly you have more energy available. Energy to learn, create, and improve. This is not about being perfect or having no bad habits. It is about being aware and choosing what you let into your life and where you spend your time and attention. Strong people are not strong because they added 1,000 good habits. They're strong because they removed the habits that were making them weak. That's the secret. Take a clear look at your life. Notice what is holding you back or making you tired. It could be too much social media, bad relationships, negative content, or delaying work. Find these things and remove them step by step. If you want to get stronger quickly, you don't need to add anything. You just need to remove what's pulling you down. Sometimes the fastest way up is to let go of what's holding you back. Truth 6. Build skills so you don't need to ask anyone. When you're truly skilled, you don't need to wait for help. The world opens doors for you automatically. Skilled people don't have to beg for jobs. Jobs come looking for them. Skilled people don't have to ask for help. Others want to work with them because they bring value. When you have real skills, losing a job or being left by someone does not scare you. Your value comes from what you can do, not from one person or company. Skills stay with you everywhere. Skills give freedom, while lacking them means dependence. Being skilled makes people want to work with you, not the other way around. Let me tell you about 5 important skill groups that every independent person needs. These are not fancy skills. These are basic survival skills for modern life. First, money-making skills. This is not about luck. It's about the ability to create value and exchange it for money. When you can make money, you don't depend on anyone. You have choices and can leave bad situations, knowing you can earn elsewhere. Money-making skills include knowing how to sell, knowing how to create something people want, knowing how to solve problems people will pay for, knowing how to market yourself or your work. Second, communication skills. When you express yourself clearly, people respect you, listen to you, and give you chances. On the other hand, if you cannot communicate well, others may misunderstand you, ignore you, or miss your abilities. Communication is not something extra, it is necessary. Third, self-learning skills. Don't wait for someone to teach you. Don't wait for opportunities to appear. Learn how to learn quickly, and you can catch up to anything. The ability to teach yourself is more valuable than any specific skill because it means you can learn any skill you need. Learning on your own also matters. It means knowing how to find information, how to practice the right way, how to learn from mistakes, and how to keep yourself motivated when you study alone. Fourth, emotional management skills. Learn to control anger, stay calm when things go wrong, and keep a clear mind under pressure. People who handle their emotions well make fewer mistakes, deal with stress better, make smarter choices, and have stronger relationships. Managing your emotions is not soft, it is practical and gives real power. Fifth, problem-solving skills. When a challenge comes, face it instead of running away or panicking. Give up only if you have tried all options. Think carefully, try different ways, and make changes when needed until the problem is solved. This is how strong people act. Those who are weak often cannot do this. With these skills, life changes. You don't feel weak or scared. You leave toxic situations and stop accepting bad treatment. You gain choices, control, and real freedom. The best part is that people seek you out. Companies hire you, clients ask for your help, and others want to learn from you. This happens because you learn to do useful things, not just know facts. So ask yourself, what skills am I building right now? What am I learning? What am I getting better at? Or am I just consuming content and not actually developing any abilities? Your future freedom depends on the skills you build today. When you're truly skilled enough, you won't need to ask anyone for help. Instead, people will compete to work with you. Don't wait. Don't make excuses. Start learning, start practicing, start building. One skill at a time, one day at a time. In 5 years, you'll either be skilled and free or still dependent and stuck. The choice is yours. Start now. Truth 7. Life only changes when you stop waiting. There is no perfect day to start. There is only the day you actually begin. Life will never give you the best day to start. There will never be a day when you're 100% perfect. There will never be a day when you're fully alert, completely healthy, totally free, and full of energy exactly how you want. If you wait for a perfect day, you will never start. The right time equals the time you start. That's it. Nothing more complicated than that. Let me be very clear about what you should not wait for. First, don't wait for luck. Luck is a variable. Action is a constant. Waiting for luck means giving away control of your life. You're basically saying, I'll let random chance decide my future. That's not a strategy. That's gambling with your life. Second, don't wait for someone to come help. Nobody is free to save you. Everyone is dealing with their own life. Waiting for others to help you equals being passive plus disappointment. You give away your power and get nothing in return. Third, don't wait until you're doing better. If you're weak, you need to start even more. If you're tired, you need to take small steps forward. Waiting until you're okay before you act means you'll never act. Because there's always something not okay. There's always some reason to delay. Fourth, don't wait for the right moment. The right moment only appears after you've already started. Action creates opportunity. Waiting loses all opportunity. The right moment doesn't exist in the future. It only exists when you decide to make it exist by taking action. Let me show you two simple examples. First, think about a person who keeps going even when they feel tired. They understand something very basic. Starting is more important than being perfect. Even a small step is still progress. Once they begin, the movement grows. That small push helps them move forward, and moving forward helps them improve. They make progress because they do not let their feelings control their actions. They keep going even on hard days. Now imagine someone who waits when they're tired. They say, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I'll start when I feel better." But tomorrow comes and they are still tired. The next day comes and they are still busy. Weeks pass and they are still not ready. There is one idea you must remember. Perfect conditions never come. Not for starting a business, learning, improving health, fixing relationships, or changing life. The perfect moment is just a story we tell ourselves. What does come is regret. It appears when you realize you wasted years waiting, while others moved forward, and the only thing stopping you was your own hesitation. So here's my final message to you. Stop waiting. Stop hoping. Stop making excuses. Start today. Start now. Even if you're scared, even if you're tired, even if you don't know exactly what you're doing, start anyway. Take one small action today. Just one. Make one phone call. Send one email. Learn one thing. Fix one small problem. Do one task you've been avoiding. Just one. That's all you need to do to break the pattern of waiting. Waiting means you lose before you even try. A person who begins even when they do not feel ready usually goes further than someone who waits for everything to be perfect. Your life changes the moment you stop waiting for it to change and start making it change. Nobody is coming to save you. But you don't need saving. You just need to start. Now go. Act. Build. Create. Move forward. Your life is waiting for you to take control of it. So here we are at the end. These are 7 hard truths. They are not easy to hear, but they are real and they matter if you want to take control of your life. Nobody will come to save you. Stop waiting for help and start helping yourself. Everything becomes clearer when you realize one simple truth. No one else is responsible for rescuing you. It sounds scary at first, but it's actually a gift. When you stop waiting for help and start acting for yourself, you find real strength. The strength to stand alone, to face challenges, and to create the life you truly want. But having that strength is not enough. You must act. You must start. Not later, not when everything is perfect, but now. Waiting only keeps you stuck. Action brings real change. The good news is that you already have what you need. You just need to take the first step. These truths may feel uncomfortable, but understanding them gives you power. You can stop being a victim and take control of your life. Your life belongs to you, not to luck, other people, or circumstances. Take it back. Start today, right now. If this episode helped you, press the like button, subscribe, or leave a comment saying which truth affected you the most. I read every comment. Now stop listening for a moment and start doing. Your future will not build itself. Go!